What's up, everybody? It's your boy Moy with that man Slick Nick and Ravi. Welcome to Week 10 picks. Just want to
We
announce that first game. The only man to get it right was Slick Nick. Man,
PJ Walker, legend, XFL legend, PJ Walker, Devonta Foreman.
he called it. Man, he called it.
What's our standings, Nick, so far?
So Ray and Nav are leading, but they're tied at 77, 56, and 1. Me and Moy are tied at second with 74, 59, and 1. And Ravi, you're unfortunately bringing up the last, but 73 and 60 and 1. So it's still anyone's game. I'm now up 1 though, so but I'm still down. So I'm 2 games down from Moy and from Rav and Nav and Ray. So
They're both 3 games ahead of us.
yeah.
Goodness.
How are the guys that don't even show up ahead of all of us?
They got good, the last 2 weeks picking some of the favorites. They got good picks.
I think I'm gonna stop showing up. Maybe I'll get out of last place. Maybe.
Though it was the this week they did good, but the week before that they both did really good. Ray went 13 and 2, and Nav went 12 and 3 because they picked. There was all the favorites, and it was like the pack. That was the week the Packers and who was the other team that was like the favorite that lost?
I think it was the Bucks.
Yeah, something like that. Anyways.
Gotcha.
Packers and Bills. There was the one versus the Jets. That one.
Yeah. My loyalty to the Raiders has been costing me some games.
Everyone blindly.
Cool. Well, we'll get it going. We're gonna start it off in Sunday early morning, 6:30 Western time. The game is happening in Germany. The Bucks are a -2.5 favorite over the Seattle Seahawks. Raymond is taking the Bucks. Moy, who are you taking?
Oh, that one's an early one, huh?
6:30 a.m. Yeah.
You know what? I've been riding with Seattle. I don't think Tampa. That last drive by Tom Brady was Tom Brady, but he's still not. I don't believe in them. Give me Seattle. I'm taking Seattle.
Hell yeah, Nick, who are you taking?
For some reason, I feel like it's like it. They want you to bet on the Seahawks, and the Bucks are somehow going to win. Like that drive from Tom Brady brought it back together. I like Bucks defense. I still don't know that Geno Smith is the truth, but he's playing good. They're covering up for any flaws he has. I had Bucks, but just in an effort to try to catch back up to Ray, I'm going Seahawks, and it pains me because I really need Seahawks to lose so that Niners can start getting back up there.
Hell yeah, let's go. I am also taking the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks are the better team overall. The Seahawks have the better quarterback right now. Geno's playing way better than Tom Brady is. Give me Seattle, man. They're just playing with too much effort right now, too much confidence, too much swag. Give me Seattle. Next game, we're going to move it on to the Kansas City Chiefs is the -9.5 point favorite hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars. Raymond is taking the Chiefs on this one. Moy, who are you taking? You taking your new team?
I'm taking the Chiefs, man. No way I'm going Jags. Chiefs.
Nick, I feel like Nick's thinking about it.
Be a Jag-off? No. I'm going to stick with the Chiefs. I could see this being some weird upset, like the Colts upset them. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I got to stick with the Chiefs.
Yeah, it's hard to bet against the Chiefs, especially on a game like this. Give me the Chiefs also. Next up, we have the Houston Texans traveling to the New York Football Giants. The Giants are a -5.5 favorite. Raymond is taking the Giants, the G-Men on this one. Moy, who are you taking?
G-Man. I even picked up their defense, so I hope that defense dominates like Pat's defense did last week for me. That's what's up.
Hell yeah.
G-Man.
Let's go. 35 points. I enjoyed that. What are you taking, Nick?
Who are you taking?
I am taking the Giants on this one. Yeah, I'm taking the Giants.
I keep wanting the Texans to do something, and they kind of get there, but never quite.
Yeah, I think they're another year away from doing more damage.
If they could get the run game, if their defense could just do something. All right, I'm gonna stick with the Giants. This ain't the one, but I don't know. We'll see.
Giants have very good defense. I don't know if I mentioned, but Raymond is also taking the Giants. Next up, we have this one's a fun one. We got Justin Fields playing absolutely lights out. He finished the top 5 scorer in fantasy the last 4 weeks. The Lions are traveling to the Bears. The Bears are a minus 3.5 point favorite. Moy, Raymond is taking the Lions. Who are you taking on this one?
Oh, I like it. I'm taking the Bears, especially
Yeah.
since it's in Chicago. Oh man, yeah. Give me the Bears. Fields won't have he won't have an electric game like last week, but he will get it done. Bears.
Hell yeah. Nick, who are you taking on this one?
The Bears, they're starting to figure it out. Justin Fields, they're starting to lean into his strengths, and I mean, Lions defense is atrocious, so I think he's gonna run all over them. Yeah, I'm going. As much as I like the Lions and want them, I am Justin Fields. I think is starting to light it up and get things are clicking for him. So I'm gonna hope for him to have a good game this game.
Me and you both, Nick, we've been on that MCDC train, but they've let us down a lot. So I'm going to go with the Bears. The Bears are rolling right now. You just can't stop the Bears. They're finally figured out. They finally unleashed Justin Fields, and now we're finally seeing his true potential. I love to see it. So, yeah, give me the Bears on this one. I think it's going to be a shootout, and so does the Lions. So we'll see. Next up, we have the New Orleans Saints traveling to Pittsburgh Steelers. The Saints are the favorite, even though they're the away team at minus 1.5. Raymond is taking the favorite, and he's going with the Saints. Moy, who are you taking?
Oh yes, he's giving me some games. I'm taking Steelers. They're coming off a bye week. I think hopefully that bye week helps them. Saints didn't look too good. As long as they keep Kamara in check, hey man, Dalton is not going to do it. So
yeah, if only the Raiders did that, huh? Nick, who are you taking? What are you doing?
Saints are so like up and down. It's hard to pick them. Kamara could go off at any time, but then you have Andy Dalton who can also throw 3 pick sixes back to back. So I'm gonna go with the better coach in Mike Tomlin, I think, and Pickett's gonna do what he can. And hopefully, Najee Harris is going to have a breakout game. I'm going to just, the final time. He's been sucking this whole season. Come on, he needs to have this. So I'm going Steelers.
Yeah, absolutely. Moy, I think we've picked all the same teams, but on this one, I am also taking the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah, better coach coming off a bye. Mike Tomlin doesn't like to lose. I think TJ Watt is, back now.
Yep.
So yeah,
and apparently Claypool was a little bit of a distraction or some issues over there, so maybe that helped kind of get the guys right. So we'll see.
Yeah, you can just tell that guy was a distraction. Yeah, give me the Pittsburgh Steelers on this one, and the Browns' new logo. I don't know if you guys like that or not.
Brownie the elf.
Yeah, I guess Christmas Eve. Yeah, we'll go with that. But anyways, we got the Cleveland Browns traveling to Miami. Miami Dolphins is a minus 3.5 point favorite. Raymond is taking Moy's team. He's taking Miami. Moy, who are you taking?
Oh, is this a question? Fins up.
Fins up.
I'm taking the Fins. Come on, man.
Oh man, Nick, who are you taking? You're thinking a little hard over there.
I have Dolphins. I think Browns might be able to do that. I don't know. I'm going to take Dolphins.
Taking the Dolphins, yeah. I think this will be a closer game. The line has this with some good offense on the field, and I think that's mainly because of what
It's only minus 1.5. So
no.
Oh no, 3.5.
3.5.
Was that 3? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, minus 3.5. Yeah, give me the Fins. Give me the Fins. Just like Moy said, Fins up this week. Next up, we got the Minnesota Vikings traveling to Buffalo. Buffalo is still the minus 3.5 point favorite. We still don't have official word on Josh Allen yet, right, boys?
He didn't practice at all. And I think it was 6, and they dropped it down to now 3.5 because of that. So I'm expecting Case Keenum to play. But
he hasn't practiced, and I think he's had no media days also. So
Mhm.
I think it's more than likely he's sitting, and we're going to see some Case Keenum time. So who are you going with, more?
Um, can I change my mind depending on the scenario? Because I want to go if
It's locked in, bro. You didn't let me do it last week. I'm not going to let you do it this week.
dang, dang. Well, the guy I'm playing in fantasy football has Josh Allen and Diggs, so I hope he doesn't play. So for this too, I hope he doesn't play. So I'm gonna give me the Vikings. I hope he doesn't play, but if he does play, damn.
I think we're all.
I don't think he's gonna play.
Yeah, I think
They have enough wins too to sit him a couple games.
That
Maybe
division's close. That division's close. I think the Dolphins and the Bills are tied right now. Am I wrong on that? Nick, who are you picking? Let me look it up while you pick.
No, I think Bills are up one, but maybe not. But even still, they have enough to like the rest of the AFC. Like they're barely scraping by, so I don't think they're out of contention. I initially want to take Vikings, but Kirk Cousins, I never trust, and I think the Vikings they have a good record, but they've had close games. They've had a lot of things go right for them, and they've scraped by. They almost lost last week. I am taking Case Keenum led Bills for the upset. Even though they're underdogs, people I don't think expect Case Keenum to come out there and win. So I'm saying they're underdogs.
Revenge game for Case Keenum? Is that what I'm spelling right over here?
Yeah. They went out and paid him to get him to be a quality backup, so he better get his money's worth.
And to answer your question, Nick, the Bills are 6-2. The Jets and Dolphins are both 6-3. So the Bills are half a game ahead right now.
Oh, okay, there we go.
The Patriots are just 1.5 games back. So that's a really tight division. I think if they can get Josh Allen on the field somehow, they will get Josh Allen on the field. So we'll see how it goes. I'm still expecting Josh Allen to not play though. So because of that, give me the Vikings. Raymond also took the Vikings. So are we all going Vikings here?
No, I took Bills.
Oh, you took Bills.
I'm going Bills. Case Keenum lead the way to the promised land.
That's right. Okay. Next
Kirk
up,
Cousins. It's not. Yeah.
Next up, we got the only under 40 over and under game, and I'm expecting just that when the Broncos travel to the Tennessee Titans. The Titans are the -2.5 point favorite. Moy, who are you taking on this one?
I'm taking the juggernaut. I still don't believe in Wilson. They still haven't figured it out there, and I don't think they'll be able to stop the juggernaut. And then they just got rid of what's his name, Chubb. So yeah.
Nick, who are you taking on this one?
Broncos country. That's right. I think Wilson's starting to get it back together. I think Malik Willis threw 7 passes. Malik Willis threw 7 passes the last game. So Broncos for everything that Russ has had struggles with, that Bronco defense is not a joke. I know, they made that trade, but I think this is a get back Russ game. I think he started to look good last week. He was hitting that tight end Dulcich quite a bit. He had some good passes. I think he's building that chemistry, and I think those high kicks on the plane really helped, build his self-confidence and bring his body back right. So, I'm going with Broncos.
Hell yeah, Nick, I am riding with you, Broncos country. That's right. But Raymond is taking the Titans on this one, so we are split. Nav will be the tiebreaker whenever we get his picks. I think Broncos are starting to. I don't want to say figure it out, but I think they're slowly starting to piece some things together. They're coming off after a bye week, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're coming off after a bye week. I think they're gonna figure it out. I'm not sure if Tannehill or Malik Willis is starting. If Tannehill's starting, I have a little bit more faith in the Titans, but either way, give me the Broncos. Next up. Here we go, Moy. You ready? In one of the most questionable games of the entire Week 10, what the hell's going on with the Raiders sitting at -4.5? What the hell's going on with the Colts firing the offensive coordinator, firing their coach, and going after a high school football coach in Jeff Saturday, who was also a legendary center for Peyton Manning. But he is now the head coach. Moy, who are you taking on this one? Can I tell you something real quick before you pick Moy? Raymond is taking the Raiders on this one.
I am taking the Raiders. If the Raiders lose this one, that is the last time I am taking the Raiders. I am saying that now. If they lose this game, that is it for me.
Nice. I'm gonna go sketch this clip right now. Nick, who are you taking?
You already know. I'm going Colts.
Colts, baby, let's go.
You know how I am. I love that new coach energy. I love like teams always come out like when they have this kind of stuff. I think we might even see Matt Ryan back on there. We'll see. But I mean, for all Raiders should have no excuse to lose this. But somehow I just think Colts might come out with some energy, might put things together. Both teams have a lot of guys out. So Shaquille Leonard is out for the Colts, which is a big hit for them. And Jonathan Taylor's, I think, still out, or is he playing? Do you know? But I mean, like you said, center for Peyton Manning. He's a high school coach. There's no reason he should win, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Peyton Manning's in his earpiece giving him some play-by-plays. Low key. So we'll see. I'm gonna go with the Colts.
Jonathan Taylor is officially off the injury report.
Oh, okay.
Ready to suit up. Man, this is such a tough one for me. I said with you, Nick, a few weeks ago that I will never pick the Raiders again. But this one's such a tough one.
This will be my third game that it's just me versus everyone if you go Raiders, which is tight because then I can finally catch up.
I'm actually leaning towards the Colts because Darren Waller, IR, Hunter Renfrow, IR, Blake Martinez, a inside linebacker. He quit on the team because the team is quitting on him. The Raiders are just absolutely terrible this year. He retired. Give me the Colts, man. I'm gonna take that new coach energy with you, Nick. We'll see how it goes. You persuaded me into it, so we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna blame you if I get that one wrong. Next up, we got, I'm sure, a game Nick will be paying close attention to in the NFC West. The Cardinals are traveling to the LA Rams. The Rams are a -1 point favorite. Who are you taking, Moy?
Who did Ray take?
Ray took the Rams.
I will take the Cardinals.
Yeah.
The Cardinals.
There we go. Plain and simple. Nick, who are you taking?
Who do you got?
I am actually going to side with the Cardinals on this one. I think I saw that Buda Baker speech that you sent me. And I think these guys are going to get it together. I'm hoping Kyler Murray put Call of Duty away just for a game and comes out and beats the Rams.
Man, I was hoping more people would take the Rams, but I am taking Cardinals too. Rams are cooked. They're done. Cardinals just have way more. I know they're hurting even more than the Rams, but I feel like they can piece it back together. They have the weapons. They just need some games. And normally they honestly are pretty good against the Rams. They're kind of like the weird, like it's like Niners own Rams, Seahawks own Niners, Rams own Seahawks, and then Cardinals kind of like split the difference with everyone. So I am going Cardinals. They also I watched them on Hard Knocks. I think they need a win or else this is going to get real rough real quick. And Cliff Kingsbury is fighting for his life here. McVay has some leniency with all the injuries and with the Super Bowl win. So Cardinals have to win this.
Which is weird, Nick. Didn't Cliff Kingsbury get a contract extension?
Yes. Yeah, they're idiots because they barely made the playoffs last year. Yeah, I mean, I love it as a NFC West opponent. I love it. But yeah, they extended Cliff and Kyler. But yeah, Cliff's going back to college.
Yeah, interesting. That's gonna be fun to see. Next up, we got Mike McCarthy revenge game. The Dallas Cowboys are traveling to the Green Bay Packers. The Packers are on a 5-game skid right now. And Raymond is sticking with the boys. The boys are a -4.5 point favorite. Who are you taking, Moy?
It pains me to say that I will be taking the boys.
Don't do it.
Green Bay just hasn't figured it out. They don't have anybody. Rodgers has nobody to throw to.
Dobbs on IR, I think, or he's out with a high ankle sprain or something. Yeah.
Is Christian Watson out too? I know
One
he got injured
I
a
think
while
he's
back,
playing.
but
I think he's playing.
one gets injured, the next one comes in, then they get injured.
Christian Watson's off the injury report. I know this is tough, Nick. I know what you're thinking because how is Aaron Rodgers going to lose 6 games? In a
I
row
know
against-
how it's like when we keep picking Tom Brady and then he
Yeah.
finally wins. You know, he has like one brief moment where he can come back in like 16 seconds and win the game. You're like, it has to happen. Like so at some
Right.
point, these guys just take over. And also like AJ Dillon has to have a game, right? Like they have
Right.
to run him at some point, or did he just like fall off him? Like, is he in the doghouse or what? Like,
Maybe he slept with LaFleur's mom. I don't know.
I don't know, dude. Like, I mean, even
That Dallas defense, though.
I know that's
but you can run on them. They you can run on them. I think their secondary is better than their run stop, but yeah, man, dude, I don't know. Where are you? Are you in the same fence?
I honestly haven't decided who I'm going yet. But I just it's so hard for me to pick
At home too. They're in Green Bay.
in Green Bay, yeah.
Oh, they're in Green Bay?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Moy said, they have like no weapons. I guess they have Alan Lazard and Cobb or whatever.
Yeah.
Cobb's on IR.
Dobbs
Oh,
on-
great. Cobb's on IR. Is Tanyan playing?
Yeah, but he
yeah.
doesn't really do much.
Big Bob Tunyon.
I already have so many. I'm gonna be so down this week. If oh, there has to be a major upset. Give me Packers. Let's go.
Whoa, dang. Boy, who'd you take? You took the Cowboys?
Yeah, Cowboys for all intents. The Cowboys should win this. So yeah.
Cowboys should win this. You are right about that, Nick. But let's not forget, this is still the Dallas Cowboys.
I know that's
Um,
what I'm hoping.
And on the other side is still that bad man, Aaron Rodgers. I don't see Aaron Rodgers. I didn't see Aaron Rodgers losing 3 games straight. I didn't see him lose 4 games straight. I didn't see him lose 5 games straight. But now losing 6? That's a little tough.
This has to be the longest losing streak he's had probably in his career, maybe outside of his like first starting year.
It has to be. Man, Nick, I think I'm going with you, bro. I think I'm taking the Packers on a very big upset on this one. I just think, and the only reason I'm taking this is because Packers are on a 5-game losing streak. I think, and I think,
And it's gonna be outside. It's cold.
Yeah.
Cowboys for all they're a finesse team. So at least on the offense, and yeah, I don't know. I'm going Packers. Yeah. You take
You're the
Packers. Let's go.
I'm splitting with you, Nick. Let's see how this rolls this week. Hopefully, me and you are out on top because I think we have a lot of similar games.
Yeah.
We got the Ravens, Patriots, Bengals, Jets all in a bye week, so we're gonna skip it over to the LA Chargers traveling to the Niners. Their Niners are a -7-point favorite. Raymond is taking the Niners. Who are you taking, Moy?
Give me the Niners, but I hope Joshua Palmer gets off because I have him in fantasy. And
Okay,
that's what I have. Mike Williams is out. Keenan Allen is out. So I hope it's a game that Niners take the lead and they just have to air it out to my guy. So give me the Niners.
Dang, Nick. Who are you taking? This one's suspenseful.
Yeah, of course, Niners.
Any logic to persuade me? Because I'm really on the fence about this one too.
Yeah, you should take Chargers so I can have another win over you. I mean, in all, Chargers are, for as bad as the 49ers are dealing with injuries, Chargers are worse. They're out both their top wide receivers. They're out there. JC Jackson. I mean, obviously Joey Bosa's got done for now. 49ers are coming back off a bye. They've been hit and miss though, to be honest with you, off a bye. They've been inconsistent. I think Jimmy G is also due for a shitty game because it's kind of like the cycle of Jimmy G. So I don't know, but I trust that. I trust that defense to keep it in the game, and then I think the addition of CMC like allows Jimmy. Okay, so this is the funny thing: Jimmy G has one throwaway pass the entire season, Like one. He does not throw a ball away. He thinks he's Brett Favre. Like he will. That's why he has so many interceptions or anything like that. Like he literally, like they showed a graph of like the offenses of all the teams, and it was like throwaways, completions, like breakups, and it was like interceptions, and it was like 49ers had no throwaways in the statistics, like because it was one. But I think what happens is CMC gives him an outlet to just drop the ball off, like worst case scenario, like just throw it to CMC because he's so talented and he's such a good receiving weapon. I think that's what we saw too in the Rams. Like he went through his progressions, didn't see it, didn't force it, and then dumped it off to CMC, who made plays. So I'm hoping that gives Jimmy the outlet to where he's not eating these sacks and throwing these crazy interceptions instead of throwing the ball away when he should. So
I was trying to look at the injury reports while you were talking to see which way I'm going to go. This one's actually a very tough one for me, but I'm going to stick with. I really want to take the Chargers for some reason. I just think it's just one of those weird games, but I'm going to stick with the Niners on this one. We'll see.
It could easily be Chargers. I mean, they've shown Niners have shown they lost to the Bears, they lost to the freaking Broncos in a 10-11 game. So, I mean, they definitely can be inconsistent at times. So it just depends on which Niners team you're getting.
This game's Sunday Night Football, huh? I didn't think about that.
These were before CMC though. Those losses were before CMC.
Yeah.
You know what? Just because you guys have CMC, give me the Niners. If it was still Eli Mitchell and stuff,
I think Herbert's still dealing with his injuries. So
he's off the injury report, but I'm sure he's still up a little bit. Yeah. And then we'll move it on to.
Who did Ray take?
Ray took Niners.
Ray took Niners. Yeah. We'll move it on to probably the most exciting game that everyone's looking forward to on Monday Night Football. You couldn't have picked a better Monday Night Football game than this. We got the Washington Tyler Heineke Commandos taking on, traveling to the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are obviously a minus 10.5 favorite. Raymond obviously took the Eagles. Moy, who are you going for here?
Eagles. Until they lose, then I'll consider betting against them, but I'm taking Eagles.
Yeah. I'm before you pick Nick, I think I'm just going to stick it with the Eagles. I just think, you know what? I will say the Commanders have been figuring it out. Heineke has definitely looked much better of a starter than Wentz has so far. I think this might be a closer game than we're thinking, but I would definitely take the Commander spread on this one. But I think I am going to stick with the Eagles. Nick, what about you?
Is this their first matchup, or have they already played it again earlier this year?
They played early this year because I remember Carson Wentz just did absolutely horrible against them. The first matchup they played, it was 8-24, back in week 3.
8-24. Okay, give me Eagles. I'm not chancing it. I keep looking for these upsets, but I think I have enough already off
not the
to go. I think that's not the one to do.
Yeah, absolutely. This one's a tough one. Nick, I love the graphics. If you can send me these graphics every week, we'll keep these graphics up.
Thanks, Pat McAfee.
Yeah, and if for some reason, if Raymond and Nav are become number one just on a weekly basis again this week, I'm going to miss next week's show because I think that's the way to do it. Heads up on that. Anything else? Wait, real quick, before we get out of here, we got a very big UFC card tonight. Adesanya versus Alex Pereira. I'm taking Adesanya. Moy, who are you taking?
I don't even know any of them, bro. Give me whoever you take.
I got Adesanya too. So
there you go.
The style bender.
Style bender. That's right, Nick. Let's go. All right. Peace out, everybody.
Later, guys. Have a good weekend.
On Tuesday.
Tuning in to another session of 4th and 1. Peace.
Yeah, Moy does it way better.